I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, and welcome to the Rockwood Board of Education meeting. The purpose of this meeting is to conduct the business of the district, hear reports about our progress, and listen to the community on important issues. We want to remind all of our visitors that we expect the audience to remain civil and respectful at all times as the board conducts its business. We want everyone to have the ability to see and hear and be able to listen to the reports presented. We appreciate your cooperation and that you took the time to attend tonight's meeting. We would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Sarah Boyer and Mara Voracek-Warren on being elected to the Rockwood Board of Education. Mara was here, but she took her daughter to soccer, so she'll be back. I promise you that. Okay. All right. The first is the approval of the agenda. The motion is to approve the agenda.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we will take a vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Hearing none, the motion passes. Next is approval of Board of Education meeting minutes for March 27th, 2025. And the motion is to approve the Board of Education meeting minutes for March 27th, 2025 meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? If there's no discussion, we will take a vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. The ayes have it, and the motion passes. We do not have patron comments tonight, but I bet we have superintendent comments.
We do indeed. Thank you, President Midget. Earlier this evening, the Board of Education approved the hiring of Rachel Catalano as the new Wild Horse Elementary Administrative Intern, Dr. Ben Johnson as the new Babbler Elementary School Administrative Intern, and Patrick McCart as the new Coordinator of Maintenance and Grounds Services, and Abby Smith as our new Coordinator of Professional Learning. All of these announcements and appointments will be effective July 1st. Rachel will be replacing Aaron Cook, who will be the new principal at Kellison Elementary. Ben replaces Dr. Michelle Fitzsimmons, who has been announced as the next Babbler principal, and Abby and Patrick are replacing Dr. Donette Whisker and Bill Branson, respectively, who are both retiring at the end of this school year. Rachel started her teaching career in Rockwood as a classroom assistant at Gagey Elementary School in 2014. She was hired the next year to teach fourth grade at Fairway Elementary before moving to Baldwin Elementary, where she taught second and fourth grade for 6 years. Currently, she is a fifth grade teacher at Blevins Elementary, a position she has held for the past 3 years. She has served as a team leader on multiple committees, a committee member, and has also participated in the Rockwood Ignite program for aspiring administrators. She was nominated this last year for Teacher of the Year at Blevins. Rachel has earned a Bachelor's of Arts in English Education from Fontbonne University and a Master's of Science in Educational Administration from Southwest Baptist University. Ben is currently a third grade teacher at Sorrento Springs Elementary in the Parkway School District, a position he has held for 2 years. Prior to that, he taught fourth and fifth grade, as well as eighth grade language arts and social studies for 7 years at the Academy of Innovation at the Remington School, which is in the Pattonville School District. He also taught third grade for 2 years at Merrimack Valley School District. This summer, he will be serving as summer school administrative intern for Parkway. Ben earned a Bachelor's of Science in Elementary Education from the University of Missouri St. Louis, a Master's of Science in Educational Administration from the University of Kansas, and a doctorate in educational leadership from Maryville University. Patrick has 16 years of experience in our district, specifically on the facilities team. Currently, he is the electrical lead for the district, a position he has held since 2012, after having been hired as an electrician, and that was back in 2009. Prior to working in Rockwood, he was an electrician for Bill Williams Construction Company, which is in Cedar Hill, Missouri, and he was there for 11 years. He began his career in maintenance as a technician for Merits Incorporated, where he worked for 10 years. He has also served on the board of directors for Public Water Supply District Number 8 in Cedar Hill. Patrick attended Jefferson College for automotive technology and South County Tech for electrical trades. He obtained his electrical license through Jefferson County and has certification through that program as well. He also has ongoing training through the Missouri School Plant Managers Association. He is also engaged in continuing his education through the electrical board through both the state of Missouri and in Illinois as well. Currently, Abby serves as a pre-K through 6 math instructional coach and coordinator and the Maplewoods. She currently serves as a pre-K 6 math instructional coach and coordinator. This is a position she's held for 10 years. For the past 3 years, she served as a K-12 math consultant for Educational Plus. And she's also taught 2nd and 3rd grade for 6 years at Maplewood Richmond Heights Elementary and spent a year as a district literacy interventionist. Abby also served as the district's University of Missouri-Columbia Fellows Mentor Teacher for 2 years, and she earned a Bachelor's of Science in Elementary Education from the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign, and a Master's of Education in Curriculum Instruction from William Woods University. Please help me in congratulating Rachel, Ben, Patrick, and Abby, and welcome them to the Rockwood administrative team. As I think we all know, earlier this week, the Merrimack River yet again experienced some major flooding, and this event absolutely impacted the Eureka High School campus. While the crest on Tuesday morning was not as high as it was in the fall, the athletic fields south of the school were still covered with water, and we closed the south entrance ramp and instituted a modified drop-off and pickup procedure on Tuesday due to some water reaching the parking lot. I would like to again thank our district facilities team, our local police and fire officials, as well as our students, staff, and our families of Eureka High School for their cooperation and patience with this very crucial assistance this past week, as we all worked to ensure that everyone would safely go into, in terms of arriving to school with minimal disruption for the heart of the learning day itself. I would also like to thank the City of Eureka for allowing the use of their ball fields for our practices, while ours are currently not quite at the point of being accessible. Each spring, the Rockwood School District invites all stakeholders to participate in a community survey to provide feedback around topics that include leadership, academics, character education, culture, belonging, all within the Rockwood School District. The survey is anonymous, and all students, staff, parents, and community members are invited to and encouraged to participate. The survey is currently open, and it will be open through Friday, April 18th, and can also be accessed by visiting the district homepage. Thank you for taking the time to add your very important feedback so we can continue to make Rockwood a great place to both learn and to grow. Stanton Elementary School's Jordan Espinoza, Lafayette, LaSalle Springs Middle School teacher Brian Tinney, and Lafayette High School's Brad Baylog are all Rockwood's 2025-26 grade level teachers of the year. These 3 outstanding educators were chosen from all of our 31 building level teachers of the year and are all under consideration to be named Rockwood's District Teacher of the Year. This will be announced at the Rose Awards, and that ceremony will be on April 27th. I truly had the honor to be among those groups of students, staff, and family members who surprised these teachers with this fantastic news at their schools on Wednesday. Let's take a moment to congratulate them and to watch. Well, that fantastic video was actually the video that actually ties back to our next statement, which is a statement of congratulations to Sarah Goodman, who earned, as you saw in video, the 2024-25 High School Assistant Principal of the Year from the St. Louis Association of Secondary School Principals. This award recognizes assistant principals who have succeeded in providing high-quality learning opportunities for students, as well as demonstrating absolutely exemplary contributions to the profession. I think we saw the video. Let's give Sarah another round of applause. Do we have the other video for Teacher of the Year? I promise you we will continue to make some noise, some very proud noise, as it relates to these three fantastic educators who represent the thousands of fantastic educators that we have in the Rockwood School District. Again, it was a pleasure to be a part of the announcement process, and on April 27th we'll find out who will be the District Teacher of the Year. Yeah. Thank you, President Midget.
Saturday night. Super. Any other board comments?
I have a few. Today, Tammy and I had the pleasure of attending Battle of the Books with the elementary students, and it is so much fun to see kids so excited about books. And so Tammy and I am going to challenge the rest of the board members. We are going to read the books next year. And so if any of you would like to join us in our little book club, we're going to have a little book club for that. And then also I just want to share with the board, the CSIP committee, the steering committee met this week. We've made a lot of progress, but it wouldn't be without the cabinet members sitting here. They have done an amazing job to pull the document together, and I'm really excited for you all to see where it's headed. So, and then the last thing is on Monday when we went to the religious leaders breakfast, which was, it's always great. But I would like to ask the presentation that the social worker shared about McKinney-Vento, I think it would be excellent for the entire board to see that presentation. I think that you all would find it really valuable. So,
I'd like to add something to the Battle of the Books. It's just a wonderful experience, but here's some data. So all 19 elementary schools participate. There are 8 students who have to try out for and be accepted to be on the teams. Collectively, they read 1,824 books in a year, and then to participate in the Battle of the Books. It's amazing, and there was collaboration, there was discussion, there was listening, there was cheering on the teams. It's just a wonderful experience. If you've ever had a chance to come sit in on it, it's exciting to see that many young kids excited about books and literacy. Shout out to our librarian, Stephen Brim at Chesterfield, oversees it, but all of the librarians put in hours and hours of their time coaching the students, practicing with them, encouraging them, so a big shout out to our librarians.
I wanted to mention that I had the pleasure, along with several people in this room, of attending the Special Olympics at Marquette High School on Monday, and it was a great experience for me just overall to watch. I have a very special place in my heart for people who work with students with special needs, and for those students themselves. It was so incredibly well run, and mostly student run. and student organized, and it was just incredible. Both the opening ceremony kind of thing and that program itself, but then I actually stayed for a while, had the pleasure of walking around actually with my daughter, who's an area coordinator, and had 3 of her schools were participating, so pretty much everyone knew her. But it just walking around from event to event, all across that football field, it was just incredible how everything was on time and everyone was getting exactly what they needed. It was a great day. So kudos to the adults and the students who helped to organize that, and also kind of piggybacking on the religious leaders event. I'm just so happy that we're doing that. I hope that it continues and continues to grow. I know it's going to ebb and flow a little bit in terms of when people are able to be there, but I think it's a super important connection that we can have to the community that's sort of already pre-made for us and already has the propensity to be a very cooperative and very positive relationship. So I hope that that's something we continue for a long time.
So I have been attending those meetings for many years, as Tammy has, and they're at a different level than they have been in the past. And I noticed on Monday that there were some different organizations and churches that haven't been there before, and that was really heartwarming. So I think it's growing and getting stronger, and the presentations were fabulous, and it was always good, but this just keeps getting better and better. So thank you, Mary and Dr. Kane, for making that happen.
I have a request to bring to the board for discussion tonight. We've had a request from the Wright City School Board, Austin Jones. Due to unforeseen circumstances, the president-elect for MSBA is not able to run. And so they are asking for our support for Mary Grouper, who is a long-term board member from Wright City, who is now putting her name in the hat for a vice president of MSBA, for us as a board to write a letter of recommendation for her. I have personally met her, worked with her in several other committees and events. She is dedicated to her school district. She is very active in her community in terms of stewardship and service to her community. She has also been recently won the Carter Ward Advocacy Award. I would pose that it would be to our benefit to support her for MSBA vice president. So I bring that to the board tonight for consensus.
Do we need a motion for that?
Probably.
Okay.
I move to write a letter
Let me
you have to say
go
the
ahead.
name.
You can do that. Go ahead.
I move to write a letter of support on her behalf.
Any further discussion about that? Okay. If there's no further discussion, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes.
I have one more thing.
No.
I neglected during the consent items to mention our gifts from the public. So I do want to mention, because we have a very important one tonight, the VJ Manuscuso Memorial Fund has donated a monetary to the Early Childhood Center as a donation to support social and emotional and educational enrichment, including the purchase of iPads and accessories. So we thank them in the memory of their son, VJ Mancuso. Their goal is to empower others in need to live, laugh, and love. So thank you from that family. The Eureka Elementary PTO has also made a very generous donation to Eureka Elementary to assist with redesigning and refurbishing their lobby and playground. So thank you to our school communities for always supporting our schools, our students, in all that they do. Thank you.
Thanks, Tammy. Well, speaking of consent items, we're at 7.01, the approval of a consent
Oh,
items.
I jumped the gun.
That's
I'm sorry.
okay. It works. So the motion is to approve the consent agenda items as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? If not, all those in favor, please say aye.
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 All those opposed, say no. The ayes have it. That motion passes. We are now at presentation, and the School Bus Driver Appreciation Proclamation. And the motion is to approve the proclamation designating April 22nd, 2025 and May 10th, 2025 as School Bus Driver Appreciation Days.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, and I think Cindy is going to join us. Is there any other further discussion? Or any discussion? If not, we'll hear from Cindy.
Thank you. I'm Cindy Bias, Chief Financial Officer, and I also oversee the Transportation Department. So I just want to thank you for your consideration of the bus drivers and for appreciating them tonight. I'll give a little background on why there are 2 days for bus driver appreciation. The National Association of Pupil Transportation has recognized the 4th Tuesday in April as National Bus Driver Appreciation Day for many years. Then and that's when it's always been on our school district calendar. Then in 2022, the Missouri legislature passed actually a statute that recognized May 10th as School Bus Driver Appreciation Day for the state. So as you can imagine, things got a little confusing in 2023 and 2024. We changed to the state day in 2023, and there were some disappointed bus drivers when they heard, they were getting information from NAPT saying it was supposed to be April 22nd, and the school district let it go by without recognizing it. So then we had probably an equal faction who were concerned that we would be breaking the law if we didn't do it on May 10th. So we are recognizing both days. We have April 22nd on the district calendar. That's the day that we encourage building administrators to recognize their bus drivers. They bring them in and have breakfast for them or give them gifts, that sort of thing, to show their appreciation. Kids draw pictures. And then on May 10th, we'll do something internal in the transportation department, probably provide breakfast again, and those sorts of things that we can do internally. Thank you again for the proclamation.
Well, and thank you. I'm thinking back to last year when we had an opportunity to ride along, and then we also had the opportunity for us to take a tour of the district on our different roles in different places, and those were 2 great days, and I hope we have an opportunity to do that again sometime. Clearly, the importance of the relationships that bus drivers have with our families, our students, is so important. So I know I can speak for everyone of the appreciation that we have for the drivers to keep our students safe and also to develop those great relationships. Well, any other discussion?
I think Phil is going to read the proclamation.
Okay, Phil,
Okay.
let's go.
I was actually hoping when I saw this on the agenda that I was going to be the one to get to read this, and I saw that it was sitting in my place. Little known fun fact, my father and grandfather were both school bus drivers back in the day when the main qualification to be a school bus driver was that you had to own a school bus.
That's
And they did. And I grew up in the same community. I went to high school in the same district, and I ran into many people. A lot of my friends' parents, when they found out who I was, would say, "Your dad or your grandpa was my bus driver." And so it was a really cool thing. So I'm honored to read this. Whereas the Rockwood School District bus drivers and transportation staff are a vital part of our public school system, traveling over 1.5 million miles each year as they transport more than 10,000 students each day to and from school and school-sanctioned activities. And whereas Rockwood school bus drivers and transportation staff are committed to high standards as well as professional development and training to ensure the safety and well-being of their precious cargo, our students. And whereas Rockwood school bus drivers and transportation staff overcome numerous challenges each day, including weather and traffic conditions and other issues both inside and outside the buses. And whereas the Rockwood Transportation Department, thanks to the vigilance of our drivers and the hard work of our mechanics, has received the Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education Fleet of Excellence Award for 2025 and for each of the past 10 years. And whereas the fourth Tuesday in April each year is recognized as National School Bus Driver Appreciation Day by the National Association of Pupil Transportation, and May 10th of each year is designated as School Bus Drivers Appreciation Day by Missouri Statute 9.343. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Education of the Rockwood School District does hereby recognize April 22nd, 2025 and May 10th, 2025 as School Bus Driver Appreciation Days in recognition of the contributions our school bus drivers and transportation staff make to our public education system. And we encourage all district personnel, patrons, and students to recognize these individuals for the service they provide.
So again, the motion is to approve the proclamation designating April 22nd, 2025 and May 10th, 2025 as School Bus Driver Appreciation Days. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say no. That motion carries. Next, 9.01, proposed agenda for the April 24th, 2025 Board of Education meeting. So we have a work session at 5, correct? No?
Two hours of a closed session at the next meeting. The work session is May 1st.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. All right. And 9.02, future agenda presentations and events to attend.
Indeed.
It's, yeah, but, yeah. And we're so fortunate to have so many opportunities to be there with our students, the families, the community, and staff. And with that, this meeting is adjourned.